Hi, this is May's Design Corner, and I am doing a collab back to school lunch ideas. Healthy, fun, and kid approved. And the host is Simply Grace Lifestyle, Jean Home Decor and More, and Jennifer at Home, to be aired August the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, y'all, you know I'm an old school mother, grandmother, great grandmother, and we did not pack lunches. Actually, we lived in an area of the country where our kids came home for lunch, came home for dinner, came home for everything. So after I was off work, I worked from 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. I came home and prepared everything for lunch the next day. My kids, as well as my husband and some of his friends, usually showed up for lunch. So, this is how I prepared for lunch at home. Didn't have any school lunch. My kids usually ate lunch on Friday. We allowed them to have lunch on Friday. So without further ado, here is how I prepared school lunch at home. At our house for school lunch, we usually had prepared lunches that I prepared when I came home from work. And I got everything prepared and set up, so all I had to do is just put it out, heat it up, put it out, and let them go for themselves. Well, I'm going to show you with my faux foods how I set up my real food, okay? I'd like to say thank you so very much to Jean and Jennifer and Simply Grace Lifestyle, which is Anna, and you know she has another channel, the Grace Life DIY Home and Decor. And look, y'all, don't forget to go down the playlist and check this out, because I'm quite sure a lot of you all have children in school that you are fixing lunches for. You know, these kids are so particular nowadays that you have to have so different things fixed for them for lunch. But in my time, whatever we fix for lunch is all you got. Without further ado, let me introduce to you all the things that I used to set up on my lunch table. Okay, let's start going around and see what it is that I set up. Here I have a pizza. That's a faux pizza, not a real pizza. Here I have spaghetti and meatballs with cheese. And I have the meatballs with spaghetti sauce on it. And then I have the little smokies with barbecue sauce. And I always had the miniature pancakes. I made these myself. I used to make these myself with a pat of butter on them, little small round, what would they call them? We used to call them silver dollar pancakes. I don't know what they call them now. And then my waffles. I have some fruit here, my grapes, and on this side over here, I have my oranges over here. And here we have our stuffed eggs with paprika on it right here. And then we have our cinnamon rolls here in these little, these are actually spoon rests that I used for appetizers years ago. But these are different. These come from the Dollar Tree. The ones I had years ago was silver, and they were very heavy, and you put stuff on them. Okay, and then we have our milk, chocolate milk, and orange juice here. And then we have a lemon dessert here, chocolate chip cookies, and over here we have just another little cinnamon roll here, chocolate chip, lemon dessert to be sliced. And this is my school lunch, husband lunch, friend lunch, whoever came over, we had a selection of everything for them to eat. So I thank you so very much for looking at my video, and I hope this gives you some idea of the ones that still fixing lunch at home, because now I don't think anyone is doing lunch at home. Could be. So if you are, these are some of the things that I use at my home to feed my crowd of people. And you know, I had a crowd to really feed. So I love spaghetti and meatballs with cheese. I love that. Yes, I do. So have a great day. Be blessed. And don't forget to pray for someone else besides yourself. God is alive and well, y'all. He will not let you stumble or fall. Prayer really works. I do.